Make my screen look good. Quick. Okay, are we live? I think we are. I'm just going to get this up on my phone so people can see it. Yes, we are. If you are jumping on, no one's jumped on just yet. I'll say hello to them when they do. Oh, hello, Demetrius. Hello, Emily. Hopefully I said that correctly. Please do engage and interact with us. Today, we're going to go through 5 steps to a powerful brand messaging for impact and purpose. Now, a lot of this you're going to have heard before, Talita, but I think we need a refresher anyway in the program.
Oh,
so it is. So for those of you who are watching on live on Facebook, if you want to comment anything on this, just do. I will acknowledge any of the questions you might have, but I'm going to talk directly to Talita because she's on Zoom with me. And any questions that you might have, Talita, that's going to really amplify and create that sort of powerful messaging around your brand for what you're creating, right? So let's have a look. 5 steps. Sounds so easy when you put it into 5 steps, doesn't it? What do you need though? Like, what had you be on this masterclass? There must be something that's going to be of value for you. What is that?
I don't know anything about Bitly, and I've seen it everywhere, and I know that I want to be able to use that, but I think sometimes I can be a little bit, because I know what my purpose is and what my messaging is, but it's not always clear to other people. So I really want to make sure that I keep refining that and keep going back to it and pivoting if I need to, but yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Okay, what is Bitly and how can I make it clear for others? Okay. All right, let's take a look at that. All right, and for those that are on Facebook, if you do have, if there is anything that you want to add or any questions you have, we're going to go through a whole lot more. But yeah, if you just want to add anything, let me know. Otherwise, we will move on. So step 1, 5 steps. Step 1, know who you are. I should even put this in capital letters. You are.
Yeah.
You've got to do the work to create a simple purpose. And of course, we go through this in detail in the immersion, or a bit more detail in the immersion. And then the 12-week program that we followed up with, we go into big, big detail. So do you remember what your purpose is, Talita?
What it was or what it is currently? It has changed a little. It's
no, what it is currently, absolutely. Yeah.
My purpose is to create a safe space for people to express themselves, so and to be able to empower themselves to make changes. So not just here, I'm going to hold your hand. It's like, here is this space. Come on in, be yourself, but especially after trauma and domestic violence.
Yeah, okay. So can you hear, even in your speaking, it's still even not so clear to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got to continue to hone that to a simple sentence. And I thought I'd just create this for you because I spoke to someone today who I'm going to be doing some work with. We're going to be creating a bit of a program together. And he got on the phone with me and he said, "What's your purpose?" And I said, "To shift what it is to be a leader on the planet." Right? It's really clear. And I said, "What's yours?" And he said, "To have 1 million people trust their gut," or something. To have 1 million people in business follow their gut.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? I can't remember it exactly. It's not my purpose, but it was so clear. It was like, boom. And then I was thinking about this and I thought, you know, sometimes we get caught going, I don't know my purpose. I don't know my purpose. You can hear that you've got, like, you actually do. You're just finding it hard to articulate it.
Yeah.
So we have to let it unfold. So the thing is to not take action and sit there and try and work out your purpose is a pitfall.
Mm.
You've got to let it unfold. You've got to write your story also. You've got to do that work that we did in the beginning of the 12-week program and really get what it is you want.
Yeah.
When we're not being real about what we want, we can't really then connect to our purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just need to write those things down. What are the things you want in your life? What do you want in your relationships? What do you want in your finances? What do you want as a job? How do you want your life to look? And it has to be really, really clear. Like, this week you were on the call with the group, Angie, I only want to work 4 hours a day. That's clear.
Mm.
What are we going to do with the other 20? Or take off 12.
Mm.
You're going to do something. You're not just going to sit there and watch Netflix, right? So what is it? Get really, really specific. What do you want your life to look like? Then it will come out, like it will really emerge. And a great way of getting to it as well is to visualize the tangible outcome.
Mm.
So that create a result that you can see. Last night I was somewhere and the lady said, I want to win an aria.
Mm.
You know, so there's this tangible thing in the future. 10 years from now, she's a singer. I'm going to be on a stage winning an aria.
Yeah.
And then there's everything you have to do before that to get there. Your mind is, I'm going to mentor the US president. Eventually, I will be seen as an expert in humanity.
Mm.
You know, so much so it's like, how do I be authentic? Well, it's time for you again, Mr. President, to go out and tell everyone in America that you've been an asshole and stop hiding it. Okay? One day people are going to pay me for that.
Yep. Yeah, yes, they are.
Right? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Right? And you can actually see that happening, right?
100%.
Yeah, so can I.
Mm.
Right now, they're not looking for me.
Mm.
They're looking for better ways to hide shit.
Yeah.
They're not. And they're coming up with strategies. Oh, I could go through all of them. Like faking news so that they look better.
Yeah.
You know, like all sorts of ways.
Mm.
Soon, that's not going to fly.
Yeah.
So what is that result for you in domestic violence? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now to know I've played that game of my purpose and I've won when I'm here? Where are you?
Where can I physically see myself? I'm a bit long-winded. I'm very verbose. I'm trying to get better at not being long-winded. I can see myself on a property, just a small property, and I am helping people find their confidence again through small things like learning how to boil an egg, make something simple, do things for chickens, like create something from pottery, like all of that sort of stuff, but a safe space for them to be able to do that.
So tell me about a safer space. What does this space look like?
It's hard for me to articulate, if I'm going to be really honest. It's like a feeling. It's somewhere where you feel comfortable, where you're not going to be judged, where you can make mistakes and that's okay.
What sort of house is it? Is it a retreat? Is it a big house? How many people can fit in it?
So I see it as a little house for me, like just enough for me and my kids to stay in, but then other kind of cabin things so people still have their privacy. It's more like a retreat kind of thing because of that. Yeah, so it's like a retreat. Yeah.
How many cabins do you think there are?
7.
Okay, so 7 cabins.
Yeah.
So you're on a property, how many acres?
Maybe 7, 8, maybe, just because I know what that looks like in my head because I grew up on that.
Okay, good. One cabin per acre. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got this 8-acre property, 7 cabins, and you are running that retreat.
Yeah.
For women that have been through domestic violence,
Mhm.
to have, they come as like this safe space.
Yeah.
To come and just do some really simple things, but connect over those simple things. And there's a space of love.
Yeah.
You'll know you've won this game when you are running that property.
Yeah.
With your family's there too.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
How many years from now?
10.
Okay, so that's 10 years from now.
Mm.
So now what's your purpose?
I want to make an impact in a couple of different areas. I want to make an impact with suicide, and I think really just, this is very baby stage at the moment for myself, is that I want to make an impact, and I think the best place for me to start is with parents.
Okay. Well, let's focus on the 7 cabins.
Yes, 7 cabins.
So you've got 7 cabins. How many people are going to come visit this per week?
I'm hoping that they would all be full.
So every week, and is
14.
that 7? So 14?
Yeah.
So 14 per week?
Yeah. And it'd probably be a week would be ideal if people would come for the week, but I'm imagining like a Thursday to Monday kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. So 14 by 52.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 728 people per year.
Yeah.
Times, let's say 20 years. That's 14,560 people per year.
Yeah.
And you times that by impact, 1 person per 1,000. So every person you impact around 1,000 people.
Yeah.
It's the kind of chain effect. So you're looking at times 1,000. So that's 14,650,000 people impacted. So here's a possible purpose that you might want to create for yourself. To impact 15 million people, or to create safety for 15 million people impacted by domestic violence. How does that sound?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how are you going to do that? Well, this is the goal. And then people go, well, there's only 7 cabins. You're like, yeah, if I do it for 20 years, I'll impact around 15,000 people.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you really look at it, when you impact one person, you impact a lot of people. You impact their entire environment. So it's 1,000. So the impact is on 15 million people in 20 years.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm out to do. And I'm really standing that what I do is going to do that.
Yeah. And that feels so much more, even though it felt powerful before, but when you put it in terms like that, it feels just so much more powerful. It's like, okay, that's it. That's what's happening.
It's so clear. You know, Nicole Gibson is 350 million people in a conversation for love. Because that is the tipping point for raising the vibration on the planet.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how she does it. And he said 1 million people going into business, trusting their gut. You know, so clear, shifting leadership on this planet.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same. People are not leaders right now. They're interested in money, status, power, and ability to win an argument. That is I might know more. That's BS. It's not leadership. That's being an asshole. We need to call that out.
Yes.
Right. So, is anyone else on? No. So know who you are. And I just did the great work with you. So anyone that's watches this later, you get to You get to do that work. I'm not going to go through every step like this, but this is the kind of work that we do in the immersions and the 15 weeks in the 12-week program as well. Talita can attest to that because she's in it.
Amazing.
Yes. Step 2, create your 5 value pillars. You've done this work with me as well.
Yep.
These are things in life that are absolutes for you. You're going to have a lot of values, but this is like, no, under no circumstance will I ever compromise these values.
Yeah.
You know, you might want to get really clear, and you got to practice and trust that these as a guidance. So mine are integrity, ownership. I used to have accountability. I've now shifted it to ownership. Accountability just seemed a little bit too rigid for me. Responsibility seemed to come with this shame and guilt. Ownership is this ability to own things, even though you don't have to. Ownership. So integrity, ownership, honesty, love, and connection.
Yep.
Okay. So they're my values, and I practice and trust these as a guidance. I don't always act that way. Pillars are not fixed. I don't suddenly create them and then I'm suddenly this integrous, ownership, honest, loving soul. No, I can sometimes be a jerk too. That's a part of the ownership. Right. But you've got to get, yes, you are. You've got to get very clear on that for yourself. And then you've got to start lining up all of your decisions and choices. You've got to start comparing, is this congruent with that? You got to create, now this is how do you speak to your audience? So once you've got that step, so once you know who you are and once you know what your values are, once you know who you are and you know what your pillars, your values are, your value pillars are, then you can start to create the type of people that you want to help, that you want to support, that you want to go and do work with. Who are they? Who would you love to work with? Write a story about them. Again, this is things that we do in the 12-week program immersion. You got to write down the 10 problems they have. That's the start. It's like, what are the 10 problems they have? And usually the fact that this is what you want to do and this is your purpose, you already have things you want to tell them. So you just got to get clear on that. What are those 10 things you want to tell them? You know, with mine, I'm out to shift what it is to be a leader. Mine is, it's okay to cry. It's okay to tell people the things that you think you can't tell people. Like right before I got on this call, I spent 5 minutes, I rang Emily and just vented all this stuff that I hated about the world today. I was just upset and angry, and I didn't want to get on this call. I was almost hoping no one would show up and then I'd have a reason to cancel it.
Sorry.
No, it's great. But I live by integrity, and I say never stop showing up. And so I had my vent, I did my thing, and I showed up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show up for you. But the things I want to tell people is it's okay to share everything I just shared.
Yeah.
It's okay to be human. It's okay to just hate everything sometimes and still be powerful. It's okay to just want to tell everyone they're judgy assholes as you're being a judgy asshole telling everyone, you know, like this is all okay. And that's a part of honesty for me. You know, that's like truth. So yeah, get very clear on who your audience is.
Yeah.
And what the things you want to tell them. You already know what you want to tell them. That is how you resonate with your audience.
Yeah.
And then you start post, and post some more. Action. It's now time to get it all into action.
Yeah.
You know, the things I talk about in the social media school, you know, one story, one post a day, 5 stories a day, 3 lives a week. And you just take all that information in the last 3 steps, and then you start expressing it, and you find ways to express it. You tell relatable stories. You talk about the walking, talking contradiction that you are.
Yeah.
I want to end domestic violence, but I can't say no to this guy.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about that stuff. People crave authenticity.
Yes.
You know, I that is what's powerful about you. All those walking, talking little contradictions that we are expressed is actually the beauty in our message.
Yeah.
Structure. If you have it, if you have to have one, we all love to have structure. You set an intention. If you want to know how to post, you set an intention and you set an experience you want people to have. So my intention is that this post is going to touch, move, and inspire everyone that reads it.
Yeah.
Or experience. I want people left with the experience of being just as human, safe, and loved. And you break it into 5 key points. 5 key points, people love 5 key points. And you just go this, 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 and then you can use the tens tool if you're blocked. And for those that don't know the tens tool, this is the tens formula, tens tool. It's being unbridled, uncensored, uncensored, unleashed. What would you say? You know, this was one I did with a client in the past. I tried to take parts of it out because I was like, oh, but it's like, if you could just say anything right now. I mean, if I could say anything right now, this is what it looked like for me. I don't want to work anymore.
Bat and ball, home.
Hey?
Bat and ball, going home.
Yeah, I don't want to work anymore. Hey, Sky. Sky's just joined. I want to curl up and do nothing else today, but feel sorry for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to know what I'm thinking and feeling so they can just give me what I want and what I need without me having to ask for it.
Yeah.
Scott, yeah, fuck yeah, get on board with that. I don't want to suck. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want the uncertainty. I want to know. I want to feel safe. I'm sick of not knowing and then feeling like an idiot when I find out I've done it wrong.
Yeah.
And I could go on and write all that. And then you get down to it and you're like, this is a post that people want to hear. So, get down to the bottom of it. You can then structure that into a post. And a bold text, use yatext.com. I'm not going to show that to you, but go to yatext.com for a bold heading. It works a treat. I think I've showed you guys that before as well.
I think so. Sorry, it's the PowerPoint's frozen. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I can't.
Siri, you can't see this now?
No. It's just stuck.
I also want to throw my internet out the window today.
Yes.
Is it still stuck?
It is. But hopefully.
Okay.
But you're articulating it really well, Jess.
What is, oh, you're so sweet. You, what is it stuck on? Step 4?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's right. That's where we are. So yay
Oh,
text.
okay. Okay, cool.
Right. For a bold heading. So you use yay text for a bold heading. So it's just down here for people that.
Okay.
For a bold heading. That's catchy. And headline formulas. You want to know how to grab people with a message. You want to get really clear on what it is you're providing people for your products or what it is you're doing. You need to get good at these headline formulas, which I've introduced to you guys as well. So how to, and just to give you the example, how I do it is can you see my internet?
Yes.
How weird. I think it's stopped. It's disconnected. It's actually disconnected. Hang on, I'll just check that we're recording here. Oh, Toledo.
I know.
Oh, yeah, we're back.
I really appreciate you showing up today.
Thanks, babe. I've just realized that all that emotion has been shown. Oh, well, that's what it looks like to be human. So here we are. Where are we? I don't even know what we're talking about now. Okay, headline formulas. So if you go to my page, you'll see here, this is my headline formula. I use the first one. Amplify your work impact and leads without lying or being weird.
I love that so much.
Yeah. So that's this one, how to result in time frame. I didn't put 12 weeks, because I don't know, I just feel a bit funny about giving it 12 weeks because it's like, you know what, this is a whole journey. This might take years. You're not going to get everything you want in 5 minutes. It's just not going to happen. But I'm going to give you the tools to which all of that will show up for you if you persist.
Yes.
Right. So you can do that for yours as well. What's yours currently, Talita?
I don't know. I was looking at that today for my new one. So I think just off the top of my head, going with my gut, how to start your health and wellness journey. And now I'm stuck. But basically, it's a bite-sized chunks. It's not you have to stop taking sugar today or you have to go out and run a marathon every day now, but it's like a small steps.
What's the thing people hate doing?
I'm not good at it. I'm really not good at it. But,
no, that's okay. What's the thing that people hate doing about their wellness?
They hate doing stuff that's not fun. They hate doing stuff that they don't like doing. So I hate running. So if I've got a program that says you have to go out and run for 45 minutes every day, I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
But if it says do something fun for half an hour, I'll go for a walk or skip or dance or.
Okay. So what's the result people get by doing your program?
I knew all this and now I'm having a brain freeze.
It's okay. Hello, Marilyn.
Hello.
Hi, Em. How you going? So they get confidence in
You're right. I put you on the spot, so I understand.
No, but there's nothing wrong with that. This is a really human experience, so it's good. But yeah, I'm also not good on the spot. So essentially, it's making health and wellness fun without having all of the shooters in there, without shooting all over it. And that sounds rubbish.
So health and wellness, what happens at the end? Are you going to eat better and exercise more?
Yes.
Okay. Eat well.
Yeah.
And exercise without how to eat well and exercise without being boring and annoying people.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, Talita, will they be more connected to nature as well?
Yeah.
Exercise?
Yeah. But I
don't care how connected I am to nature. I just don't want to be a boring asshole no one wants to be around.
Yeah, and I think that's why that I can go into that more, but I do like that without being the boring and annoying people because there's this image. Yeah, there's this stereotype.
So, no Lululemon yoga pants.
No.
If people want to wear Lululemon, they can. It's not my style.
I'm coming to your exercise program.
I love that, Jess. You're so good at that. Just bite. You're just like bang. I tell a whole story. Here's your novel.
It's for people. It's really like your audience, right? They don't. I mean, there might be other things they hate doing, without eating rabbit food.
Yes.
And it could be something like one of the ladies in my other group said 10 days. How to eat well and exercise in 10 days without eating rabbit food and being
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
So, you'll find a way to write it, but just start with that, right? These headline formulas they really work. You can get them really clear and just spend that time on them. Okay. So headline formulas. So that's step 4. Sky wants to be connected to nature. Look, you absolutely can be connected to nature, Sky. I'm
Let's
not saying
chat,
you
Sky.
can't. Yeah, there you go. You can. And number 5, monitor your performance.
It's still stuck on your Facebook, Chuck.
Oh,
Sorry.
you don't have to apologize. Do you know I have a 3-year-old, my son? God, he's cute. And he's actually started doing that. He's now started becoming me, a 3-year-old. He goes, oh, done it so many times. He's repeating. He repeats my noise. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I didn't realize how much I did it until I had my 3-year-old do it back to me.
Yeah.
So monitor your performance. As you know, we have the Authentic Performance tool, which actually monitors all your social engagement and your social amplification, and how that leads to turning the value that you provide into money. We monitor that and measure it. I'm not going to go into that. It's just something that's in the programs, but Bitly is a way that you can measure and monitor certain things. Links that you might provide to landing pages, or in my case, I use it for Calendly. I'll show you how I do that, but let's go and have a look at Bitly. Bitly is something that enables you to track how many people are clicking on things that you do, right? So let's have a look. They sure are great mirrors. So I'm here and I've created this get started. So that tells people to go and click here. Oh yeah, what do I have to do to amplify my work, impact and leads without lying or being weird? We'll discover how you can create profit from purpose by being completely yourself. Book a 15 minutes purpose discovery call. They're really valuable. People find that, like, people actually do a purpose call with me and they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize that was my purpose. So, and then they click on that, right? So let's go into Bitly. So in Bitly, bitly.com, it's completely free unless you're like a marketer that uses a million different links, and then you have to pay. So log in.
Nice
Log
kookaburra in the
into-
back there, Jess.
Is there a kookaburra?
Yeah, kookaburra.
Behind you.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
nice artist. Anyway.
Yes. I know, right? So you go up here, you create an account, link it to your Google. It's all interactive. Hello, Mark Murray. Good to see you. And you click create. And what you do here is you've got to put in a link. So you've got to have a landing page, or you've got to have your website, or you've got to have somewhere for them to go. Maybe you want it to be your business Facebook page. It has to be a link of something. No, it's completely free.
Can you do 2 links there, Jess? Could I do like my Facebook landing page and my website page?
Yeah, it's like, I think you get up to like 100 links. Like you've got heaps that you can use.
Well, I'm not going to use
Right.
100, but not more than 1.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, maybe 3.
Yes.
Cool.
It gives you, and then we click, and then it gives you this. It tells you how many people have actually clicked on it. So as you can see, that's not performing well. It's 0 clicks. Okay, that's a paid ad that I put out. So that tells me that that's performing shit. It does not mean there's something wrong with me or that I'm really bad at messaging. It just means that whatever message is generally being sent, it's confusing. People don't know what it is and they move on. right? So I need to go and refine that. When people don't engage, they simply don't understand, or it's samey, they just move on. You can tell when you start to track things, how they're experiencing your stuff. That's why you do this. Okay, so that's the social media games. Oh, look, we got one click over here. Isn't that good?
Right.
But then you look at this, right? And you can see the difference. 41 clicks in a week. That is something that's performing. That is my cover photo. And we've had people book in as well, just from having that cover photo. You tried hard.
Hey,
Yes.
Jess, by
Yeah.
samey, you mean like, can you be specific what you mean there?
Yeah. Okay. So if something's samey, it's like you're repeating something in the world that everyone says. It's like,
okay.
I don't know, what's something topical? The government. What's our Prime Minister's name? God, I can't remember his name.
Sorry, Mo.
Scott
Scott
Morrison.
Morrison.
It's just Claire, actually. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Not in this political environment. But you know, Scott Morrison doesn't know what he's doing, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, that's samey.
Okay.
You know, you'll get some engagement. People will be like, yeah, it's true, he's a jerk. You know, but it's just samey.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then there's the power of positive thinking. You know, the other thing that's really samey is just think positive and everything's great. You know, be the change you want to see in the world.
Embody yourself.
You know.
Yeah.
Anything that's samey, people are like, it's not that they have a problem with it. It's just that it's just like, everyone says that.
Old news.
It's like, yeah, tell us something we don't know. Yeah, think positively. But here I am crying today and I feel like shit and I want to hide from the world. But you're telling me to think positive? And so this person's there going.
I've been that person.
I know, that's how I was today. Got on the phone to Emily and I'm like, I hate everything. You know, it's just samey. They're just going to scroll. That's not what they do. They generally just go scroll. You know, they're just like, I can't deal. I've just got to scroll. What catches people is what moves people, touches people, inspires people. If it's samey, they just move on. You know, it takes time to build a community. It is not going to happen overnight. It really won't. This is something that is going to take time. And it's certainly not going to take 12 weeks, Marilyn. Okay.
That's all right. I'm on a until I'm dead plan anyway, so it's fine.
Good. All that I want in the 12-week program is that you to have every single tool and access to the actions that produce results, and at least the opportunity to actually create a life you love and just keep going at it until it clicks.
Yeah. Might need to repeat the 12-week program and make it 15 weeks again.
That's okay. We can. You know, I'm about to create a 6-month mastermind. So you're going to have a 6-month, and I'm doing it with another guy. Oh, Sky, you'll be happy to know. Talmadge, and we're in talks about doing a 6-month mastermind together. That guy's incredible. So, because we do get that there's this gestational period here, right? But we both want to create these kind of entrepreneurs. You have to back yourself and put in the energy. That's all. All it takes, when I say all it takes, I make this sound easy. It's simple. It's not always easy. Is like today. All it took me was to just notice how much I did not want to show up. I didn't want to do this anymore. I just wanted to just go drink cocktails and dive. You know, I just had enough. I just had enough.
I'm going to go and drink cocktails, Jess. At least invite me to Queensland first.
That's true. You can't come. You're stuck, man.
I'm stuck.
You can't.
I wish I'd moved sooner. I didn't move last year. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, and all it takes is just going, I got to just have my back here.
Yeah.
Right after this call, I'm going to go and I'm going to take an hour off and just be with myself.
Yeah.
And do my self-pleasure practice, as I talk about. Yeah.
Good on you.
For those of you that don't know what that means, it's just an embodiment practice. It is not anything sinister. It just sounds like it. Anyway, but you have to monitor and measure your performance. If you don't, you will get tied up in the story and you'll think you're not like everyone else, which is just human.
Can I ask a technical question? For your 15-minute calls, are you in Bitly, are you using your Calendly as the URL?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, Calendly. Yeah, Calendly. Yeah, as a URL. If you have a landing page, if you actually go as far as doing the ClickFunnels and you get yourself a landing page,
yeah,
you can use the landing page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yay,
Cool.
I like
But
that.
yeah,
It's a lot easier than I thought it was.
Yeah.
One more question, Jess. I noticed
This is true, Sky.
do you ever look at the you know how Facebook gives you those weekly reports?
Yeah.
Pages. Do you look at them as well? Just
Yeah,
to
I
scan
do.
your eyes over them.
I do. I mean, I went in and had a look at some paid ad that I was doing. Yeah. What other things do they have? What other data? I mean, there's so many things that you can use. Let me just have a look. Can you guys see my Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. No, this is true, Sky. Masturbation is not sinister.
No.
Self-pleasure is not masturbation. That's it. Okay, that's what I was really trying to say.
Yeah.
So where is it? So yeah, view promotion, it gives you some stats. It's reached 343 people where they're living. This was interesting that more men clicked on this than women, which is very interesting. Where it went, newsfeed on desktop computers, 100, where it actually went, and then the place that it went, locations, which is quite cool. There's that. And what was the one you said?
The engagement, like I get a thing on my Facebook page, it's like it gives me engagement and like I scan over it just to get an idea.
Let me just see where it is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It gives you like
insights. So you go more insights. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go more in I'm on it now, and click insights. And then it tells you total actions on the page down 50%. That's because I had one and then it went to 0.
Isn't that technically down 100%? Facebook, come on, get with the
I haven't been focusing on anything here, but page views are down by 47. This is actually because I haven't actually posted any stories or anything or posted anything for most of 6 days. That's the difference it makes. So page reviews, so yeah, you can come and check this stuff out and it tells you.
I didn't know that existed.
But yeah, so insights.
I've been counting them.
There you go. And you can track progress there as well. Like if you have a link to that, you can put that on a Bitly. You can put this your Facebook page on a Bitly and put that somewhere.
So you can put that all on a Bitly too, because even because I noticed too that it even shows you the times people go on and read your stuff.
Sorry, say that again.
It shows the time in which people come in and interact as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can use this on any web link, any link, and you can track the progress of it. You could probably even track it on a post to see how many people click on it. Let's have a look. Let's see if we could hack that. I'm just going to
that would
test
be
this out.
interesting to see, because you know how on the page, hold on, it says, I'm just bringing up my page on my thing. It goes like 7 people reached on a post, or 20 people reached for engagement. But I don't even really know what they mean by that. And I don't really care that much, because I'm like, at this point, I'm just happy if anyone comes along. You know, I don't have any particular expectations.
I'm just trying to think.
How to work.
It follows. Okay, it's there's a lot more features on pages. So see this. This is actually even got captions on your page, because this is created on a page. If I go into the Real Jess Claire, which is my business page, then my posts tell me what's happened so much more than my profile. You know, this reached 32 people, 1 engagement. That's really terrible. Okay. Not really surprising though, because I've only got...
What does that 1 engagement mean though?
Oh, that means someone clicked on it and was like, actually did that. And I can't get it, because that's like, I thought that was a masterpiece. Again, it's fucking not. But, you know, I haven't posted on my personal page to see the difference. I'm going to do that today. But here, 29 people reached, 0 engagement. So it's reaching about the same people. Here's my posts. Yeah, so that means 32 people actually saw it and 1 person clicks on it. 29, 0 people clicked on it. 57, 2 people clicked on it. 90, so this is a good one. Get real raw about money. Okay, 90 people reached, 37 people clicked on it, 13 comments.
Okay, that makes sense now. Thanks. I've been looking at that for like weeks going, what the hell is that?
82, 24 engagements. This one, 93, 40 engagements. Yeah, so you just, that's why you keep posting and posting and posting, and then something lands. Okay, but you got to track it to see which ones work and which ones don't. So that's really it, guys. Let's go back and check out that we got all this stuff covered.
Thank you for letting me jump on late.
That's okay. What is Bitly? How can we make it clear for others? We covered that along with other things. But ultimately, if you follow these 5 steps, which you'll see is consistent with the immersion and also the 12-week program, it's just really rehashing it. And just quickly for you, 5 steps, Marilyn: know who you are, do the work to simply create your purpose. You go back to the beginning of this. I actually did the work of creating that with Talita. I think you get a lot out of that again. And it is a refresher. Yep. So despite we've been through it, it does work to refresh it. Create your 5 value pillars, create your persona. Who are your audience, who they are. Write down 10 problems they have and 10 things you want to tell them. And then it's action, 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 action. Write, post, 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 and more posts. And that continue to refine your message in all of that. And then monitor your performance and use these sort of tools. I said Bitly is one of those tools, the authentic performance tool, which is something that we do go through in depth in our programs, the 12-week program. And then some of the tools I talked about are headline formulas. This is a structure for effective copy on social media. It's also one of our masterclasses that you can go in and check that out. And it's got this structure in there as well. And the TENS formula. which is basically unbridled, uncensored, unleashed. You verbalize everything that's there and you turn that all into a post. If that's really what's there, I was having a bad day. I'm about to turn all of that into a post, right? Hello, Victoria. So that's to recap. That is 5 steps to powerful brand messaging for impact and purpose. Any questions?
No.
I love it. I so needed this today.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this concludes today's masterclass.
Thank you.
We have one every Tuesday. Emily runs the one on Tuesdays and I run the one on Wednesdays. We have one every Tuesday and Wednesday, and it is guided by what people need in the programs that we run, the immersions and the 12-week programs. And we do provide what is needed technically in these masterclasses. So if you do have any suggestions, I know you have created a suggestion, Marilyn, we haven't got to that one, just about how to deal with people that respond to your posts. I've got some great ones in that. I'd love to run a masterclass on that. And yeah, let us know.
Will do.
Otherwise, if there's nothing else, thanks for tuning in, Sky, Emily, Victoria, Mark, if you're still on. Thank you, Marilyn and Talita.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you guys have a great afternoon.
Thanks.
Yeah, you too. Send
Take
down
care.
sunshine. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.